into left center, but a deeper part of the park, but it's carrying, and it's gone! Sammy Ferrari wasting no time with a two-run shot into left center. Again. Oh, that one's into right. The first pitch from Leah is put into right field, and it's gone! Sandy Bash with a two-run shot gives the Wildcats a 4-2 lead. Strikes out swinging. The Retrievers are the champions again. They will go on to defend their title. That one's too low, but that one's easier. To second in time, to first, in time, a Dragon special. The Wildcats have taken the Epic Conference. Hello, one and all, and welcome to the final series of Season 9. It all comes down to this, the Super Series between the Retrievers and the Wildcats. Can the Retrievers do what no team has done so far and win a second title? The Wildcats and Beef Boys stand in front of them trying to punch their first title in franchise history, and we'll find out who gets crowned the champion here for Season 9. Beef Boy starts us off with a strikeout. Brings up Sammy Ferrari, as you saw the hero in Game 5 of the Heroic Conference Finals, hit the two-run shot that sent the Retrievers here. 3-1 here from Boy. She pops it up into left. Bobby Jimbo will be the one who makes the catch there for out number 2. And I'll bring up Maggie Slowitz. Two down here. That's fouled off for a 1-1 count. And she puts this one into the gap, and that's going to be cut off nicely by Jimbo, preventing extra bases, but it's 1 on, 2 out here for the Heroic Conference MVP Barry Buns, but has not made too big of a name for himself so far here in the postseason. Could make a big splash getting things started here early, and especially here against Beef Boy. It's an 0-2 count, tough out activated for Buns, and he fouls it off. That one is through the left side of the infield, and back-to-back base hits for the Retrievers. 2 on and 2 out. Dale Blanco Jr. up to the plate. Already got 20 pitches here on Beef Boy, and another one through the left side. Runner is going to twist the arm of Bobby Jimbo, and that's going to be a huge mistake. Not even close. And she's going to get tagged out. Slowitz with just a terrible decision. And they get turned away in the top of the first. Bottom half we go. We'll see the Wildcats take their first plate appearances in their first ever Super Series game. And Sandy Bash will lead them off here, facing off against Jeff Hayner. That one's hit into right center. Back it goes. Here in Bengata doesn't have enough. It's gone! Sandy Bash on the first plate appearance in Super Series history for the Wildcats. Puts one 222 feet into right center, and the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead. Wasting no time at all, Sandy Bash goes yard. What a statement here early for the Wildcats. Joshua Durr to the plate. Fouls that one off. Full count here. And he will draw a walk, so a bit of a shaky start here from Hayner early. Hayner was pretty solid in the the heroic conference finals. Pitched game 1 and game 5. Combined to throw 11 and 2/3 innings. 2 earned runs, 15 strikeouts in those 2 games. It's out number 2 there. And up comes Bobby Jimbo. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And that's a strikeout to end the inning, but the Wildcats take the 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the second here in game 1. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Retrievers. Barbara Dickerson leading things off. Grounder to second, Sandy Bash. In time, 1 away. And here is the DH replacement. We've seen French Tater for a couple games in this spot. And he lines out here to Elena Love. And I believe, if I check the injuries, so we will see Raman Nunez return in game 3 here tonight. And that one's grounded to Bash, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Beef Boy. And we'll go to the home half of the second. Henry Longshanks, AC Milan, and Elena Love due up. Yeah, that's a 3-pitch strikeout to start off the inning for Hayner. Punches out Longshanks 1 away, brings up AC Milan. Milan grounds that one to Dickerson in time for out number 2. And I'll bring up Elena Love. That will be a walk that continues the inning, brings up Someday now. 1 on, 2 out here. That one, oh, nice snag by McHenry at first. That'll send us to the top of the third. 9-1-2 due up for the Retrievers. That one lofted into center field, but Longshanks tracks it down for out number 1. That one just past the glove of AC Milan down third. And that will be a base hit for the Retrievers, so 1 on here for Ferrari. That one's hit into center field, but Longshanks makes quick work of that for out number 2. I'll bring up Maggie Slowitz here. Got thrown out on a questionable decision to run home. It was Bobby Jimbo with the throw home, but eventually got tagged out on that play. And another one to Longshanks for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Top of the order due up for the Wildcats, leading 1-0 here in game 1 of the Super Series, a best of 7. We'll have games 1 through 4 tonight. And then whatever is left over will be played tomorrow night till we crown a champion. It is DH for the Retrievers right now is French Tater. 2-2 the count. And oh, McSorley takes out one away from Bash. One away. Nice play. That one into left, but Barry Buns is right there. Or out number 2. .3-0 here to Durr. Takes a strike there, 3-1. Slow roller, much easier play here for McSorley. Throw in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 4th, still just 1-0. Buns, Blanco Jr. and Barbara Dickerson due up. All the retrievers have gotten a few hits off of Beef Boy. Haven't been able to cash anything in just yet. But a silver lining as Beef Boy has yet to get to a locked-in state, which is nice. Oh, AC Milan climbing the ladder there for out number 1. Stale Blanco Jr. Let's see how Beef Boy fared in the conference finals. Let's see, game 1, he went 7 2/3, only 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts there. And then in game 5, only went 5 1/3, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts for 15 for him across the 2 games. Does give up a walk there, so 1 on, 1 out now for Dickerson. And she pops this one up, just trickles into the outfield. But it's Elena Love, the shortstop, making the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up the aforementioned French Tater. Fouled back 0-2 the count here. Swing and a miss. French Tater goes down on the strikeout, and we'll go down to the bottom of the 4th, still 1-0. Slugging in Jimbo and Longshanks due up for the Wildcats.
Number 25.
That one into left field. Back goes Buns, he's under it. He'll make the catch for round number 1. Down the third base line, it stays fair, and McHenry flips to Hayner for out number 2. .2-0 here to Longshanks. Takes strike 1. Through the left side, past the diving glove of Dickerson there. And the second hit of the game here for the Wildcats.
Number 17.
So AC Milan here. 1 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Wildcats holding on to a 1-0 lead. Runners going, the throw down to second is not in time. And the runner is in scoring position. Fouled off, it's an 0-2 count here. Hayner approaching 60 pitches now. Lon making him work for it here. Slow roller, McHenry ranges over, flip to Hayner, who covers in time for out number 3, and will go to the top of the 5th. It's McSorley, Bear, and McHenry due up for the Retrievers. Trace McSorley to lead things off here. It's a full count from Beef Boy and draws a leadoff walk. So runner aboard here to start off the top of the fifth here for the Retrievers. And they capitalize here, try and tie game one of the Super Series up. Swing and a miss there from Bear, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss again. Another strikeout for Beef Boy. He's up to 3 on the evening so far, and he's locked in now. Retrievers try to postpone that as long as they could, but Beef Boy finally gets that mojo boost here in this 5th inning. But that one is past the diving glove of Sluggington. Runner thought about going to third, but didn't want to cost another out on the base pass, so they'll settle at runners at first and second now for Sammy Ferrari. The mojo boost is gone for Beef Boy, now up to almost 70 pitches here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Swing and miss there, 0-2 the count. Fouled back. And that one is popped up. Infield fly is called. And Sandy Bash will take it herself for out number 2. And it's the meat of the order here. Maggie Slowitz. She was one of the more consistent bats for the Retrievers in the Heroic Conference Finals. And she delivered here an ugly swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count. Fouled off that pitch, staying alive here. Grounded to third, Ace Milan takes it off hop, gets the first in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. Retrievers leave a pair stranded, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th, 8, 9, and 1 due up. That one's a floater, and that one finds the line, and that'll be a base hit. A leadoff bomber special for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 5th. But Selena Love on and has some day to the plate. Fouled back, 0-2 the count. That one, oh, McHenry! And that's a Dragon special. Unassisted double play for McHenry. Runner was going, it was a line drive, and McHenry snags it and steps on first, and that one's popped up, and Dickerson will make the catch for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 6th here in game 1. Barry Buns, Dale Blanco Jr., and Barbara Dickerson due up for the Retrievers. Tough out activates here for Buns on a 1-2 count. Doesn't chase, 2-2. Count runs full. That one is fouled off. And that will be a leadoff walk for the 2nd straight inning for the Retrievers. 3 walks issued here by Beef Boy so far in this one. Buns is stealing the 3rd and the 2nd. It's in time! Nice play by Someday, getting the caught stealing. Empties the bases here for Boy. Grounded to short. Atlanta Love, easy play. That would have been a Dragon special most likely anyway. And so it's 2 down now for Dickerson. And that's grounded to first. Sluggington will take it himself for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. More of the 4th. Joshua Durr and Bash Sluggington all due up.
The designated hitter, number 19.
So, oh, Hayner prevents it from going up the middle. Nice play by him. One away.
The right fielder, number 12.
Brings up Joshua Durr. 0 for 1 with the walk so far. Just 3 hits given up by Hayner. Just happened to be the first one. Went 422 feet into right center. Swing and a miss. A strikeout of Durr. Out number 2 here. Slugging in comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 so far here in game 1. Grounded to Dickerson. Throws in time for out number 3, and we're to the top of the 7th here already. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Retrievers here. And boy gets pulled. We'll see Tiberius R. Sirius come into the game. And Elena Love with a nice diving stop. Maybe this might be the first time we've been seeing Sirius, potentially since the second round. Because I believe the only 2 relief pitchers we saw from the Wildcats back in the conference finals was Mahoney and Minshew. Yeah, that's a strikeout for out number 2. That brings up Honey Bear. Fouled back 0-2 and came in here on Sirius. That's big here, and reliever popped up into foul territory. Someday tracks it down for out number 3, and it's time to stretch as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Bobby Jimbo, Henry Longshanks, and AC Milan due up here. Wildcats nursing a 1-0 lead here in game 1 of the Super Series. Hayner starts off the bottom of the 7th on the mound. Now it's up the middle, out of reach of Dickerson, and that's through for a leadoff base hit for the Wildcats. So Jimbo is aboard. Jimbo does have some good wheels, but Bear also has a good arm behind the plate. But it's also a 3-0 count here to Longshanks. And that's a walk. So 2 on, nobody out here for the Wildcats. A chance to pad their lead here. Late in game 1, AC Milan comes up. Pressure mounting, Hayner no longer locked in. He's struggling with his command. 2-0 now to Milan. 3-0. And that one is into right center. Back it goes, and it's gone! Almost to the exact same part of the park. It's a 3-run shot, and the Wildcats take a 4-0 lead. And that will do it for Hayner. Into the game comes Grogu. Round to the 3rd, McSorley up and gets to the first down here at the bottom of the 7th. That is up the middle. The runner aboard here for the Wildcats in the bottom of the 7th, already with a 3 spot in the inning. Here's the other home run hitter, Sandy Bash. Lit off the bottom of the 1st with that home run. Goo with a nice play there. And will turn a Dragon special to send us to the top of the 8th. But the 3-run shot by AC Milan makes it 4-0 Wildcats here.
The first baseman, number
See the top of the order for the Retrievers here. McHenry having a nice game, 2 for 3. And we'll make that 3 for 4 as he puts one up the middle. See if they can get anything on the board here. They've had some opportunities, but haven't been able to string together much of anything. The best they had was 2 runners aboard kind of towards the middle of the game. That's a strikeout swinging for Ferrari, 1 away. Number 2-0 count here to Maggie Slowitz. And she grounds one to short. Love to Bash. And Bash to Sluggington for the Dragons special. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-3-4 due up for the Wildcats. Last chance for some insurance. That one will be foul. 1-1 now. Here to Moore. 0 for 3 on the day. Swing and a miss. Down goes Moore, 1 away. Brings up Joshua Durr. That one into left. Barry Buns makes his way over. Makes the catch there for out number 2. Brings up Bash Sluggington, 0 for 3 on the night. Goo now locked in relief through an inning and 2/3. K-Man activates for him. And that one is rocketed into left center. That one is gone. It's 5-0 Wildcats. .450-foot bomb, and it's 5-0. Full count here to Bobby Jimbo. And Jimbo will take a walk. Jimbo going for the steal and will get there. He's in scoring position now for Longshanks. That one into right, and Slowitz can't catch up to it. Runner's going to round third, head for home, and it's 6-0 Wildcats. That one easier play there for Slowitz for out number 3. And we go to the top of the 9th. Retrievers need 6 here. They're going to face a 1-0 series deficit. Grounded to first. Sluggington will flip it to Sirius, who just covers in time for out number 1. Just thinking the Retrievers had the chance to kind of set the tone early. Oh, that one floats over Love's head. A uncharacteristic non-reaction there by Love, and that's going to be a base hit. But the Retrievers had 2 on early and then had the base hit where Slowitz decided to try and leg it out and got thrown out. They could have had bases loaded and a chance to be the first one on the board, but got turned away. 2 on, 1 out here for French Tater. And he strikes out looking for out number 2. And last chance for the Retrievers here in game 1, Trace McSorley. And that is grounded to Sluggington for out number 3, and game 1 goes to the Wildcats. Winning 6-0, set the tone early and did not look back at all. Both teams with 8 hits, but the Wildcats using the long ball in this one. 3 home runs in the game. Day, Milan, 3, sorry, we're looking at the wrong column. Milan, Sluggington, and Sandy Bash. Longshanks also going 2 for 3. Let's see, Henry McHenry doing his job in the leadoff spot, 3 for 4. But everyone else being rather quiet. Only other multi-hit game for the Retrievers is Blanco Jr. Went 2 for 3. Not a lot of strikeouts in this game, only 10 combined. Loss goes to Hayner. He goes 6, gives up 4 earned. 3 Ks, 3 walks. 2 home runs given up. And the win goes to Beef Boy. He goes 6, no earned. 3 Ks, 3 walks for him. And Sirius gets the save. Now let's look at the MVP board. It's Milan, Beef Boy, and Longshanks. And let's head straight into game number 2. We won't have to change anything. Oh, and I accidentally did change something. Clicked on it. And let's see, so for game 2, the Retrievers need Zelda Narwhal. Wildcats need Anti-Jar. All right, let's do it. Game number 2. Let's see if the Retrievers can even this series up at 1 apiece before we head to Sakura for 3 games. The series is broken out into 2-3-2. I went into right at the wall, but there's Joshua Durr for out number 1.
Number 55.
3-0 here to Sammy Ferrari. Jar finds his own. Swing and miss there. Evens the, makes the count full, excuse me. Into left, tracking that one is Jimbo, just in front of the track for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 14.
That one's hit well deep into left. No one's tracking that one down. And Maggie Slowitz puts the Retrievers on the board here in the Season 9 Super Series with a solo shot into left field. 425 feet, and it's 1-0.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25.
That one's up the middle, and that's a base hit for Barry Buns. And he'll be aboard a 2-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 38.
That one in foul territory, and Sluggington will be there to make the catch for out number 3, but a solo shot for Slowitz gives the Retrievers their first lead here in the Super Series of Season 9. We'll go to the bottom of the first, and it's Sandy Bash to lead things off. Rounder to Narwhal, and she makes the play there for round number 1.
The designated hitter, number 19.
That one's foul. 2-1 here to Jackson Moore the fourth. Slow roller to third. McSorley is there, and the throw is in time for round number 2.
Now back, the right fielder.
I'll bring up Joshua Durr. That's grounded to short. Ferrari is there, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Narwhal. We'll go to the top of the second. Dickerson, Tater, and McSorley due up for the Retrievers.
The second baseman, number 40.
Let's take a look at Auntie Jar, game 2 of the Epic Conference Finals. She went 6, gave up 3 earned runs, and did strike out 5 that game, but the Wildcats did lose that game 5-4. If she can change her fate. Oh, that one's poked into left, and that one is going to be off the wall. For a second there, with how quick that happened, I thought Jimbo almost caught that one. But it's an off-the-wall double here for the Retrievers. That brings up French Tater with a runner in scoring position. In front of that one, 0-2 to French Tater. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Jar, 1 away.
Number 47.
Brings up McSorley. Breaks his bat swinging at that one. Trending foul, and Durr will make the catch in foul territory for out number 2. Much needed second out. Brings up Honey Bear now. That one's a slow roller up the middle. Lena Love charges and throws to first in time for out number 3, and the runner is stranded. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Sluggington, Jimbo, and Henry Longshanks due up.
The first baseman, number
Let's see, Zelda Narwhal. She went 6 1/3 in game 2. No earned runs and 8 strikeouts against the Gauchos. In a game, the Retrievers ended up winning 1-0.
now batting, the left fielder, number 7.
1-1 the count here to Jimbo. And that one is up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Dickerson couldn't quite stretch out for that one. And 1 on, 1 out now for Henry Longshanks. Pretty solid game 1. RBI single, went 2 for 3 in that game. Hit home the only run that wasn't scored via a home run. Two and 2 the count. Checks on the runner. Jimbo is back in time. That one's grounded to short. Ferrari flips it to Dickerson. And Dickerson to McHenry in time for the double play. We'll go to the top of the third. It's the top of the order due up for the Retrievers. McHenry, Ferrari, and Slowitz.
Number 10.
Second time through the lineup here for Jar. Into zone there, 2-1 the count. Fouled back, full count here. Slow roller to the third base side. Milan in time for round number 1.
The shortstop, number 55.
Nope, 3-0 here to Ferrari. Swing and a miss. That one into left center. That one's going to get down. And Longshanks cuts it off, but the runner headed for second. The throw is not in time. And another double for the Retrievers here early in this one.
Number 14.
And here's the home run hitter, Maggie Slowitz. So the 4 hits Anti-Jar has given up so far in this one. 3 of them have gone for extra bases. 2-1 the count. Full count. That one grounded to Sluggington. Flips it to Jar, who covers in time for round number 2, but runner does advance to third. And Barry Buns will come to the plate. He doubled this Retrievers lead here early. 1-1 the count here from Jar. And Buns will draw the walk, and that puts runners at the corners now for Dale Blanco Jr. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Big pitch here from Jar. That one is cranked into center field. Back it goes. Dale Blanco Jr. with a 3-run shot. And the Retrievers take a 4-0 lead. Not a doubt about that one. 463 feet in the center field. Absolutely demolished.
The second baseman, number 40.
And the inning comes to a close, but not before the Retrievers make it 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
The third baseman, number 17.
Zelda Narwhal locked in to start the bottom of the third here. We've given up a hit so far. 7, 8, and 9 due up. She's faced the minimum. And gets her first strikeout of the night. Milan goes down. 1 away.
Shortstop, number 6.
Grounded to short. Ferrari in time for round number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, number 26.
Three one here to Someday. Fouls it off. Full count. Swing and a miss. We'll go to the top of the fourth. 4-0 in favor of the Retrievers. 7, 8, and 9 due up for them here.
The designated hitter, number 69.
So this is the last game we'll see Tater starting in. So we'll go back to Nunez for game 3. He becomes healthy once again. So there will be a brief intermission as I'll have to make some adjustments to the save file. And he strikes out swinging for out number 1.
Now back, the third baseman, number 47.
Grounded to Love off the hop. Will throw is in time for out number 2. Mojo up there for anti-jar.
37.
She's to neutral now. Didn't realize she was tense. But I guess 4 earned runs and a 3-run home run will do that to you. 1-2 the count to Bear. Grounded to the third. Milan is there, and the throw will be in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. And it's the top of the order due up for the Wildcats.
Now back, the second baseman, number 9.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a strikeout of Bash. 3 Ks now for Narwhal.
The designated hitter, number 19.
That one's popped up. Easy play here for McHenry for out number 2.
Batting, the right fielder, number 12.
Ready 2 down here. Joshua Durr to the plate. Durr puts this one into center field. Back goes Blanco, but he's at the track and makes the catch there for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 5th. And it's the top of the Retrievers order due up as they have a 4-0 lead here in Game 2 of the Season 9 Super Series. Jar starts off the top of the 5th on the mound, but at 70 pitches. Gives up a lead-off walk here. Brings up Sammy Ferrari. Has a double on the night so far. And cranks that one, but just hooks foul in front of the pole. Fouls that one back. 0-2 the count. That one into left, and that one is a bomber special just down in front of Jimbo. And it's 2 on, nobody out here, and Maggie Slowitz to the plate. Grounded to Sluggington. Sluggington goes to Bash for 1. Back to first. Jar for the double play. Dragon special as they go 3-4-1 with the double play. It's the MVP, Barry Buns, with a runner on third, but he strikes out swinging. Retrievers strained a runner at third, and we go to the bottom of the 5th, still 4-0. 4, 5, 6 due up here for the Wildcats. Two here to Bash Sluggington. He had that big home run in Game 1. And he strikes out there. Strikeout number 4 on the night here for Narwhal. And Jimbo, the only one getting hits here in Game 2 off of Narwhal. He gets one up the middle again. It's 1 on, 1 out. He's stealing. The throw to second, not in time, and Jimbo's in scoring position now here for Longshanks. That's up the middle, and Narwhal will go to third and gets him in a pickle, and Dickerson back to Narwhal. And Ferrari will finally apply the tag there for out number 2. No longer facing the minimum here for Narwhal. 2 down and a runner on, and that one down into right in front of Slowitz. And it's 2 on, 2 out now for Elena Love. Narwhal still locked in, but a bit of a pickle here. The 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Has an 0-2 count here to Love. Grounded 2-2. Dickerson is there. The throw is in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 6th. Blanco Jr., Barbara Dickerson, and French Tater do up for the Retrievers here in game 2. Retrievers leading 4-0 here. Trying to even up the series at 1 apiece. Rounded to third. Milan off a couple hops in time for out number 1. I'll bring up Barbara Dickerson. This Super Series, it's strength against strength between these 2 pitching staffs. 2 of the top teams in pitching in the league. Retrievers actually finishing 2nd in the league in ERA this year at 2.58. Just a shade ahead of the Wildcats at 2.657. Wildcats did tote a better whip at 1.009, whereas the Retrievers were at 1.056. Wildcats only surrendering 11 home runs in the regular season to the Retrievers' 18. But the Retrievers did tote a better strikeout per 9 ratio at 9.8 to the Wildcats' 9.5. That will do it for Anti-Jar, and again we see Tiberius R. Sirius as the first man out of the bullpen for the Wildcats. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Gets the ground out to Love to end the inning, and we'll go bottom half. 9-1-2 due up for the Wildcats here. Someday looking to get something started here. Doesn't chase 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Narwhal. Back to the top of the order. Bash really hasn't done anything since leading off the bottom of the 1st in game 1 with that home run. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Narwhal. She's up to half dozen. 2 down. Jackson Moore the 4th. That one's foul. That one's up the middle, and that one finds a bit of grass in the outfield. Someone other than Bobby Jimbo finally with a hit in this game for the Wildcats. That one, oh, Ferrari with a nice diving stop the throw in time for out number 3. Ferrari with a nice play to end the inning, sending us to the top of the 7th. 9-1-2 due up for the Retrievers. One and 2 the count to Bear. And he strikes out swinging. One and 2 the count here to McHenry. Came in on Sirius. And he strikes him out. Back-to-back Ks here for Sirius. 2 down here, and that one's hit into right. Back it goes. Sammy Ferrari with the home run. Just a triple away from the cycle now. And it's 5-0 Wildcats, 401 feet into right field.
The right fielder, number 14.
We've had home runs in this series so far. They have been bombs. I don't think we've had a home run under 400 feet here so far. And Slowitz strikes out swinging. 3 strikeouts there for Sirius, but the home run makes it 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
The first baseman, number 25.
Wonder how close Narwhal might be to on fire. Keeping the Wildcats fairly quiet here in game 2, but that one is a bomber special into left. That's going to be a leadoff hit for the Wildcats.
Now back, the left fielder, number
And here is Jimbo, 2 for 2 on the day. Ooh, McHenry with the diving stop. Wasn't in the position to turn to, especially with the speed on the bases. Just takes it back to first. As Jimbo is retired for the first time here in game 2. Gets 1 out on the board, but a runner in scoring position here. 0-2 the count to Longshanks. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for Narwhal.
third baseman, number 17.
2 down now for AC Milan. Juan had a 3-run shot in game 1, but grounds this one to Dickerson in time to McHenry for out number 3. And we're to the top of the 8th here. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Retrievers.
Now back, the left fielder, number 25.
Sirius putting that K-man to good use. 3 strikeouts through 4 outs so far here in relief. But does have that home run he gave up to Ferrari. K-man versus tough out here for Buns. And that will be popped up into center field. Longshanks will make the catch there.
The center fielder, number 38.
Dale Blanco Jr. And that's taken by Sluggington for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 40. Now back, the designated hitter, number 69.
1 on, 2 out here for Tater. Might be his last starting at bat here. Floats this one into right field, and Joshua Durr will make the catch there for out number 3. Into the bottom of the 8th we go. Elena Love someday and Sandy Bash due up for the Wildcats here.
The shortstop, number 6.
Ball inside. Steer it.
1 and 2 the count to Elena Love. That one misses. Swing and a miss. Make it strikeout number 8 for Narwhal.
Now back, the catcher, number 26.
Tying what she had in game 2 against the Gauchos.
Right. Nope. Nope.
That one's up the middle, just under the glove of Narwhal. And someday will be aboard. Brings us back to the top of the order. Sandy Bash now tense 0 for 3. And they will pull Narwhal and bring in Jorge Watsky. Grounded to second. Dickerson flips it behind her back and turns the Dragon special. Some nice defensive play there by the Retrievers. And that'll send us to the top of the ninth.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 47.
That's out. Steve right. That's
That one tucks inside the line and rolls down to the corner. Runner headed for second. We've already seen Jimbo tested once. But the runner is safe, and that's a leadoff double for the Retrievers, Trace McSorley. Brings up Honey Bear, 2-1 the count. It's this one well into right. Joshua Durr at the track for the catch without number 1. Runner tags up, moves 90 feet to third now.
First baseman, number 10.
Kind of an opposite game now for McHenry. Went 3 for 4 in game 1. But goes 0 for 3 with the walk so far here in game 2.
inside.
3-0. Called strike there, 3-1. And that one's up the middle, and that will make it 6-0.
Now batting, the shortstop, number
And here is Sammy Ferrari with a chance at the cycle. And in comes Mahomey. And that is not a triple, as that is caught by Jimbo for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
Another K-man out of the bullpen, though, for the Retrievers, and strikes out Slowitz to send us to the bottom of the ninth. Wildcats need to put up 6 here, or we are tying up the series at 1 apiece.
Hitter, number 19.
Diving stop there by Ferrari. She can only knock it down. That does put a runner aboard. More is on.
Number 12.
That one into right at Slowitz there for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
That one's popped up and will be foul. 1-2 the count here to Bash Sluggington. In foul territory again. McHenry chasing it. And will make the catch for out number 2. And last chance for the Wildcats here in game 2. It's Bobby Jimbo. And he pops this one up. And that should do it. And it is caught by McSorley, and we're tied up 1-1 here in the Super Series. 6-0 Retrievers this time. Dueling 6-0 shutouts in the first 2 games. 1 for each team. Not exactly what I expected so far. Honestly, a bit high scoring for what I expected. 10 hits for the Retrievers in this one. Ferrari going 3 for 5. A lot of solo hits. Dickerson going 2 for 4. Both teams with 8 strikeouts here. Moore going 2 for 4. Bobby Jimbo also 2 for 4. Take a look. The pitching win goes to Narwhal. She was spectacular. 7 1/3. No earned. 8 Ks again. And loss goes to Auntie Jar. She goes 5.2. Gives up 4 Ks and 3 walks and 2 home runs. So the losing pitcher in both games so far has surrendered 2 home runs, both starters. Sirius goes 2 2/3. Diz gives up 2 as well, and then Mahomey in the last couple outs. And it's a retriever sweep here in Game 2. Narwhal Ferrari and Dale Blanco Jr. Well, that'll do it for game number 2. We'll be right back for game number 3, our first with the Retrievers as the home team. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Super Series of the SSBL on Twitch. And here we go, game number 3 here in the Super Series. Both teams trading 6-0 shutouts. Our first game here with the Retrievers as the home team. Let's see what Ssbl, Bellnades, and Bart Polo's Cologne has in store for us here. That's a strikeout to start things off for Ssbl. Popped up foul territory, and McHenry will make the catch there for out number 2. Joshua Durbin quiet so far. Hasn't done much here in the Super Series. He was busy in the Epic Conference Finals, and he's going to poke one down into right. Roll that one to the wall. He's digging for 2, and will be there without a play. So a 2-out double here for Joshua Durr. And Sluggington into left, back it goes, at the wall is Buns, he knocks it down, but a run will score. He prevents the 2-run home run, but it is an RBI double.
Number 7.
That one is poked inside the bag, inside the line. That's going to roll into the left field, and another run will score. It's 2-0 Wildcats.
Now batting the center fielder, number 8. Nope, high.
And into right, just misses the line. That one will get down, sliding to Slowitz. She's going to throw home. It's going to be close. The throw's in plenty of time for out number 3. Holy cow, a busy top of the first there.
Play ball. First baseman, number 10. No. Outside.
So a 2-run home run robbed, but thrown back into play more likely, scores a run. Then Jimbo RBI doubles, makes it 2-0. Then Slowitz with the outfield assist to keep it 2-0.
55.
Wow. Oh, Milan, nice play.
The right fielder, number 14. Off the plate.
Just think of the ripple effect of that play. If he makes the catch, that's out number 3. And it's scoreless here going to the bottom of the first, but instead, it's 2-0 now going to the top of the second.
The third baseman, number 17.
Effectively, I mean, he did prevent the 2-run home run, but both those runs came around to score. It's just different people who got RBIs. Jimbo gets an RBI instead of Sluggington getting them both. But it does make Bellnades tense to start the top of the second. She tries to rebound from that rough first inning. That's a strikeout, 2 away.
Now batting the catcher, number 26. Right. Strike 3.
And a swing and a miss. Belnades does bounce back nicely in the top of the second. Sends us quickly to the bottom half. Buns, Nunez, and Dale Blanco Jr. due up.
The left fielder, number 25.
Tough out activates here for Buns. Fouls it off.
Strike 3.
And strikes out swinging. One away.
The designated hitter, number
Second K for Cologne.
Strike. Off the plate. Foul ball. Strike 3.
And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cologne.
the center fielder, number
It's up Dale Blanco Jr.
Strike.
And that one is past the diving glove of Sluggington. A runner is aboard.
now batting. The second
Retrievers get their first base runner there of game 3 now. Slow roller to Bash. In time for out number 3. We'll go to the top of the third here. Top of the order due up for the Wildcats.
now batting. The second baseman, number 9. Strike.
That one is down for a base hit.
Now batting. The designated hitter,
So leadoff runner aboard here for the Wildcats to start at the top of the third. Already 5 hits off Belnades here early. Up the middle, a tough dive there for Dickerson, and everyone is safe.
now batting. The right
I'll bring up Durr, who started the rally, had the 2-out double, and came around to score off the hit from Sluggington. And he pokes this one into the gap. That's going to go to the wall. That should clear the bases. Buns up lit. Runner's going to round third. It's going to be 4-0 Wildcats.
now batting. The first baseman, number 25.
Joshua Durr making a name for himself here in game 3. A run scored and 2 RBIs now. 4-0 Wildcats early here in game 3.
Ball outside. Strike. Take your base.
Now batting. The left fielder, number 7.
And the walk issued. Still nobody out here in the top of the third. Belnades getting rocked here early. 7 hits, a walk, 4 earned runs. No one out here in the top of the third. 2 on, and Bobby Jimbo with RBI man active. And he connects with that one. It's into left. That will load the bases. This one might get ugly here quickly. Henry Longshanks up to the plate. Tense again is Belnades. Desperately needs a double play here. Just foul there. 1-2 the count to Longshanks. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout there for out number 1.
The third baseman,
Brings up AC Milan. She's been dangerous in this series already. A 3-run shot back in game 1. Can she make a sizable lead even bigger here for the Wildcats here in game 3? Fouled back, count evens up 2-2. Came in on Belnades. A payoff pitch. Broken bat pops it up, and McSorley tracks it down for out number 2. So a big couple outs there. Elena Love to the plate.
Off the plate.
And Belnades get out of the jam without surrendering any more ones. This one's popped up into center field, and it'll be caught by Ferrari for out number 3. Wildcats load the bases there, and can't get any more runs after the initial 2 in the third. They do push it 4-0 though.
Number 47.
Break.
As we go to the bottom half,
Ball low.
just misses the bag there.
That's outside. Foul ball. Strike 3.
And Cologne doing well so far here. That's already strikeout number 4 on the evening. That one's hit well into right. That one is going to be off the top of the wall, off the yellow. Not quite deep enough, but Bear will have himself a 1-out single. Brings us back to the top of the order.
Outside.
1-2 the count here to Harold McHenry. Down off quite a few here from Polo Cologne. Grounded to third, over the bag and fair. Rolls into left field, but runner just goes to second, so 2 on, only 1 out here for Ferrari.
Number 55.
And she put a run up on the board, prevent us from a 3rd consecutive shutout at least. Out back, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Cologne, a big one there.
Right fielder. Number 14.
Slowitt's already with an outfield assist here in game 3.
Low.
1-2 the count. Was big in game 2, had a home run. It was 3 for 5 on the day. 2-2. Come up big here. That's up the middle, and that will be a base hit. Honey Bear's going to round third, head for home. The throw from Longshanks is going to be cut off by slugging in, and the Retrievers are on the board. Slowitz with an RBI single.
25.
And for the first time here in the Season 9 Super Series, we won't have a shutout. It's the big bat of Barry Buns, one swinging the bat, and we could be all tied up here. It's 1-2. Cologne no longer locked in. Hit hard, but foul.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Cologne. Gets him out of the jam. Keeps it a 4-1 ball game going into the top of the 4th.
The catcher. Number 26.
Crazy game here already here in game 3. We're only 3 innings through.
Strike.
So the odd innings have been bad for Belnate so far. The second inning was good. Can she make the 4th inning a better experience? Comes in tense in a full count here to someday. Swing and a miss. Gets the strikeout and a mojo boost.
The second baseman. Number 9.
Strike.
No idea how many Belnates has. I believe that's around 3 or 4. Rounded to McSorley. In time for round number 2.
Now back. The designated hitter.
I'll bring up Jackson Moore the 4th. Moore went 2 for 4 in game 2. Grounds this one to McHenry. It's a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 4th. We'll go bottom half. Nunez, Blanco Jr., and Barbara Dickerson due up.
The designated hitter.
And here is Nunez back from his injury. 0 for 1 so far. Second chance up.
Ball inside.
And he strikes out looking. 7 Ks now for Cologne. Cologne in his lone game in the Epic Conference Finals. He went 6 1/3 scoreless and struck out 10. So he is following suit, to say the least. That one, though, is down into left center, and that'll be a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 40.
1 on, 1 out now here for Barbara Dickerson. One and 2 the count. Oh. Smashed but well foul. Remains 1-2. Swing and a miss. Cologne racking them up now. 8 Ks through 3 2/3. Hit well deep into right, but not quite deep enough. Just in front of the warning track, Joshua Durr makes the catch. And we'll go to the top of the fifth, still 4-1 in favor of the Wildcats. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Joshua Durr, 2 for 2 today, 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Responsible one way or another for 3 of those 4 runs. He scored 1 himself and then cashed in 2.
Take your base.
And that will be a leadoff walk. So the even odd situation holding here for Belnades. Starting off the top of the 5th with a walk here, Sluggington.
Inside.
2-0. Just finds the zone there. That one is past the glove of Ferrari. Doesn't really make a play for it. And 2 on, nobody out here for the Wildcats to start off the top of the 5th. And that will activate RBI man for Bobby Jimbo, not Barbie Jimbo. And that will do it for Belnades. In comes Grogu to try and keep this 4-1. K-Man activates on Grogu for a 1-2 count. He misses inside 2-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there, 1 away. Up to the plate comes Henry Longshanks.
Outside.
3-0 to Longshanks. And the bases are loaded for the Wildcats. I believe that's back-to-back inning. No, it's not back-to-back innings. Had the bases loaded back in the top of the 3rd. Couldn't convert after the 2 RBIs from Durr. 1-2 the count here to Milan. Milan doesn't chase. 2-2. Fouled off. Full count, bases loaded, nowhere to put Milan. Fouled off, she's staying alive here. Swing and a miss! 2 huge strikeouts for Goo, and now facing off against Elena Love.
Ball inside. Ball high.
2-1 the count here. That one's grounded, a tough dive, and that one will be a base hit. An infield single makes it 5-1 Wildcats. McSorley couldn't corral it. And that one's hit to McHenry. He'll take it himself for out number 3, but the Wildcats put a run up, make it 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. So that was Love. The RBI single.
Ball inside. You're out.
Honey Bear strikes out swinging, and that's 9 strikeouts now for Cologne.
Ball inside.
Elena AC Milan with a nice diving stop there for out number 2. Showing off to McSorley what he couldn't pull off that last half inning. That one is over the head of Love and puts it into left center. Oh, close play, but she is safe into second. The 2-out double brings up Maggie Slowitz. And Cologne gets pulled for Sirius. His pitch count was up. And Cologne exits the game with 9 strikeouts through 4 2/3. But Sirius gets the ground out to Sluggington for out number 3 and sends us to the top of the 6th inning. Still 5-1 here. And it's the top of the order 2 up for the Wildcats.
The second baseman, number 9.
Into center field. That one's going to get down in front of Blanco. Leadoff base hit for the Wildcats to start off the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 19.
Right to Ferrari, Ferrari to Dickerson, and Dickerson to McHenry. A Dragon special 6-4-3 for the double play. Oh, Joshua Durr into right center. That one is gone. Have a day, Durr. 434 feet, and guess what? Run number 6.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
No, that low.
But in hindsight, it could be a lot worse.
Strike 3.
Slugging in strikes out swinging. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th now, 6-1 in favor of the Wildcats.
The left fielder, number 25.
Strike. No.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 47.
One down now. Ramen Nunez already tense here, 0 for 2 in his return to the lineup. That's this one right to Bash. In time for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 38.
Off the plate.
That one's popped up into left field. Jimbo is under it. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. Top of the 7th we go. Jimbo will lead us off, followed by Longshanks and AC Milan.
The left fielder, number 7.
Strike.
Who's staying out there for his 3rd inning of relief.
Ball low. Ball low. Strike. No, outside. Ball 4. Take your base.
And that will be a leadoff walk for Jimbo.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 8. Now pitching.
And Goo's night is done. In comes Watsky. Saw him close out the rest of... Oh, that one's thrown into center field. Not a sharp game for the Retrievers by any means. Starting pitching was very off and just hasn't been snappy defensively.
Number 17.
Not that robbing home runs is easy, but Buns I mean, and it's also, I mean, the Wildcats have also scored 4 other runs other than what that would have been. Henry throws home, novel concept. And we'll get Jimbo in a rundown. It's McSorley who will apply the tag.
The shortstop, number 6.
Strike. Foul ball.
Slow roller. Dickerson charging in, gets to first in time for out number 3. We'll go bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch here. Retrievers need to find some offense here, bottom of the order,
The second baseman,
as they trail by 5 here in game 3.
Strike. Outside. Strike 3.
And a strikeout. Sirius gets to locked in. He's been really good here in all 3 games in relief. That one's right back to him in time for out number 2.
now batting. The catcher, number 37.
Strike. That's outside. Foul ball. Strike 3.
And Sirius goes 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Top 8 we go. 9, 1, 2 for the Wildcats.
Now batting. The catcher, number 26.
Strike. Inside. Foul ball. Strike 3, you're out.
And someday strikes out to start off the top of the 8th.
Number 9.
And that's out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Watsky.
Number 19.
That's inside. Go. Off the plate. Strike. Foul ball. Strike 3.
And Watsky strikes out the side to send us to the bottom of the 8th. And it's the top of the order due up for the Retrievers.
Now batting. The first baseman, number 10.
Slow roller to short. Elena Love in time for out number 1.
Now batting. The shortstop, number 55.
Strike.
I wanted to slugging in time for out number 2.
Now batting. The right fielder, number 14.
Strike. Strike 3, you're out.
And a strikeout of Slowitz will send us to the top of the 9th. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Wildcats. A big part of the order here in this one. Joshua Durr probably headed for your MVP here. 3 for 3. A home run, 2 doubles. Ends up cashing in 3 RBIs on the night.
Strike.
So 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored for Durr. So involved in 5 of the 6 runs here for the Wildcats in game 3. Does strike out there. 4 Ks for Watsky. Through 2 1/3. He's locked in relief. I think I said earlier, too little, too late. Oh my! This one's deep into left. Sluggington. That one's not going to be robbed. He ends up getting the home run, a towering shot into left field, 418 feet. And it's 7-1,
Number 7.
which makes the margin 6. We can't escape it.
That's inside. Ball inside. Strike. Right. You're out.
Another strikeout for Watsky.
Center fielder, number 8. Now pitching.
And that will do it for him. Pennyfold will come in to try and send us to the bottom half.
Inside.
2-2.
That's inside. Strike.
And strike 3 call will go to the bottom of the 9th, but it's again a 6th spot is needed. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Retrievers.
The left fielder, number 25.
That one's hit well into left. Barry Buns. And that one is gone off the top of the wall. I think that's his first home run of the postseason. Makes it a 7-2 ball game.
The designated hitter, number 47.
That's inside. No. Ball inside. All 4. Take your base.
Now back, the center fielder, number 38.
Ball inside. Strike.
Runner on, nobody out here. K-Man activates for Sirius.
Strike.
Oh, strike 3 called at the top of the zone. Blanco can't believe it, but he goes down for out number 1.
Strike. Ball low.
Into center, and Longshanks makes a catch there for out number 2. And last chance for the Retrievers here in Game 3. Trace McSorley, and in comes Minshew to try and get the final out. So Sirius is probably going to get charged with the win here, probably, won't he?
Ball inside. Upside.
Full count to McSorley. Runner going. That one is going to be fouled. Just missed the pole. And swing and a miss, and Game 3 is over, and the Wildcats take a 2-1 series lead. "13 hits for the Wildcats here. A lot of people with multiple hits. Bash going 2 for 5. Durr going 3 for 4. Sluggington also going 3 for 4. Jimbo 2 for 4. 14 strikeouts for both teams. Holy cow. In the most runs we've seen in a game, we also seen probably twice as many strikeouts we've seen in the first 2 games combined. Day got sombreroed, and then everyone on the Retrievers having at least a strikeout or more. Win goes to Sirius. He goes 4, only gives up 1. Blown, No decision, goes 4.2. 1 earned, 9 Ks. Belnates gets charged with the loss, goes 4. 5 earned runs. But no home run surrendered. That breaks a trend as well. MVPs Joshua Durr without a doubt, Bash Sluggington, and Bart's Polo Cologne. Well, that will do it for Game 3. And we'll go into the final game of tonight. Wildcats take a 3-1 advantage. Or can the Retrievers tie us up at 2 apiece? Last one on the bump here for the Wildcats is Ilya Page. And for the Retrievers, it is News Girl. Let's make sure this is proper. All right, here we go. Final game of the evening. News Girl versus Ilya Page.
Play ball. Number 9.
Neither did great in their outings in Game 4s in the conference finals. Page got charged with the Game 4 loss, gave up 4 earned. Can't read my handwriting how many innings she went. I think it might have only been 4, it looks like.
Number 19.
News Girl also only went 4. Gave up 2 earned, 6 walks in that game. Runner going down, throw in the dirt, and thrown out anyway. K-Man activates. Here, swing and a miss for out number 2.
The right fielder. Number 12.
Joshua Durr coming off that huge Game 3.
No, that's inside.
He goes up the middle for a base hit. Keeps the top of the first alive here.
Now batting, the first baseman. Number 25.
Ball outside.
Oh, McSorley gets that one in time for out number 3. That one almost ate him up like last game, but able to make the play to send us to the bottom of the first.
Play ball.
The first baseman. Number
I quite agree with you, Kwashi. If the Retrievers lose this one, go down 3-1 in the series, and have to face Beef Boy with the series on the line to start off tomorrow, that is not exactly how you want to do it. Grounded to short. Elena Love throws in time for out number 1.
now batting, the shortstop. Number 55.
No, that's high.
And I'll be honest, these are surprisingly lopsided and high-scoring games. I mean, with the pitching that was in these games, I expected these to be like 3-2, 4-2, 1-2 ball games. Like, all these has exceeded my expectations for runs and, just being lopsided in general. That's a strikeout of Slowitz, and we'll go to the top of the second scoreless.
The left fielder. Number 7.
That one is ripped into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall, and Bobby Jimbo will have himself a leadoff double.
Now batting, the center fielder. Number 8.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout there. 2 away, AC Milan to the plate. 2 Ks here for News Curl so far.
Ball outside.
Dribbler off the mound comes neutral. The throw is in time for round number 2. Runner does advance to third here for Elena Love. Slow roller to short. Ferrari the throw in time for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Buns, Nunez, and Blanco Jr. due up.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25.
That's outside. Nope, inside.
Ooh, almost caught that one. 2-2 to Barry Buns. With tough out activated. Elena Love deep in the hole. The throw is in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 40.
See if Nunez can get the bat going here. Instead, rips it right to Love there for round number 2.
The center fielder, number 38.
Outside.
2-2 the count to Dale Blanco Jr. Grounded to short. Elena Love in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the third here. Someday Sandy Bash and Jackson Moore, the 4th, due up. 9-1-2 in the order.
Number 26.
K-Man activates here for News Girl. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Girl there.
Second baseman, number 9.
This is back to the top of the order. Sandy Bash. Grounds this one to first. McHenry will take it himself for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Bring up Jackson Moore, the 4th.
Nope, that's high.
Oh, McHenry climbs the ladder there. Nice play to send this to the bottom half. 7-8-9 due up for the Retrievers.
the second baseman, number 40.
Leah Page locked in here after just 2 innings of work. Strikeout under her belt. Popped up behind home plate. Day is under it, and she will make the catch there for round number 1.
Batting, the third baseman, number 47.
Roller up the middle, charging it is Elena Love, and the throw's in time for round number 2.
Now batting,
And brings up Honey Bear.
number 37.
Ball outside. That's outside.
And that one, a hop to Bash, in time for out number 3. We'll go to the top of the 4th. 3-4-5 due up for the Cats here in Game 4 of the Super Series, with the Wildcats with the series lead 2-1. That one's up the middle, and that's going to be a leadoff single for the Wildcats. And Joshua Durr is aboard.
Ball, that's inside. Ball, that's outside. Ball outside.
3-1 here to Sluggington. Fouls it back for a full count. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 there for News Girl.
Left fielder, number 7.
She's locked in as well. Swing and a miss. Heyman activates for Girl. Full count. Swing and a miss again.
The center fielder, number 8.
2 down now. Henry Longshanks to the plate. Rounded to third. McSorley with the backhand to throw in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th.
Now back, the first baseman, number 10.
Ball, that's low.
This one's popped up a shade into left center. That'll be Jimbo making the catch for round number 1.
Now back, the shortstop, number 55.
Ball outside. Ball. Nope, high. That's high. Ball 4.
That will be a walk given up by Page, and the first runner aboard here for the Retrievers here in Game 4.
14.
That's against the part of the order you don't want to face with runners on. Slowitz and Buns on deck. Slowitz here at the plate, but 0-2 the count.
Nope, inside.
Swing and a miss. Page isn't afraid, gets the strikeout. 2 down, here's Barry Buns.
Number 25.
0-2, tough out activates for Buns. Page checks on the runner, she's back in time. Swing and a miss! Page strikes out the 2 heavy hitters, and we go to the top of the 5th.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 17.
Ice in the veins of Ilya Page to keep the game scoreless.
That's outside.
Who would have thought of all the pitching these two teams have, it's the number 4 starters that deliver us our first pitching duel.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6.
Allen's up the middle, and now the Wildcats in business. 2 on and nobody out here to start off the top of the 5th.
Now batting, the catcher, number 26.
Someday up to the plate, a chance here to strike first here in Game 4. Day not doing much at the plate so far this series. And strikes out there for round number 1.
The second baseman, number 9.
Ball.
It's ironic the claim to fame for Someday this postseason was the home run she hit off of Angelo Del Vecchio, who'd gotten to on fire in that game and started the downhill slide that won them Game 5 to send them here.
The designated
The Dragons special sends us bottom of the 5th now.
7.
Age locked in 5, 6, 7 here for the Retrievers. Nice placement there on the slider. 1, 2, and strike 3 called. Paige up to 4 strikeouts now. Striking out her last 3 in a row. And the heart of the order to Slowitz, Buns, and Nunez. And Polanco pops this one up. I'll be caught for out number 2.
Ball inside. Ball, that's up. Ball outside.
That one's hit well, but high in the air, got too much under it. And Longshanks will make the catch for out number 3, and we're to the top of the 6th, still scoreless. Jackson Moore, the 4th, Joshua Durr, and Bash Sluggington due up.
Designated hitter, number 19.
Ball high. Foul.
Slow roller to short. Ferrari scoops it. Throws in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12.
That's outside. No, inside.
That one's into left center and will be caught by Buns for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
I'll bring up Sluggington. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Ball, that's
Well, I should
inside.
say in game 4.
Ball high.
Fouled back. Popped it up. Just a shade into left field. And Ferrari's there for out number 3. Into the bottom of the 6th we go. Trace McSorley, Honey Bear, and Harold McHenry due up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 47.
Nope, that's inside.
Down the third base line, Milan gets over there and throws it to first in time for out number 1.
The catcher, number 37.
Difficult play by Milan. Looked easy there. This one much easier. Grounded to Milan in time for out number 2. And Harold McHenry back to the top of the order. And this one grounded to Sluggington. He'll take it himself for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 7th. Nothing but zeros on the board here. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Wildcats.
Number 7.
Newsgirl locked in. 6 strikeouts here. 4 hits, 2 walks through 6 innings of work. Round to the third, McSorley, the throw in time. Gets Jimbo out there by a couple of steps, 1 away. Brings up Longshanks. Had a pretty solid game 1, was 2 for 3, had an RBI single, but has been fairly quiet since. Fouls that one off hard, 2-1 the count. And pops this one up into left field. Retrievers converge, but it's the left fielder Buns who makes the catch there for out number 2. And you bring up AC Milan. Also, she's been quiet since game 1. Hit the 3-run shot,
Ball, that's outside.
but hasn't done much since. Fouled off, 1-1 the count.
That's low.
1 misses.
Nope, inside.
And inside, 3-1 to Milan. Full count came in, activated for Girl. Juan fouls it off.
Take your
And Milan will draw her second walk of the game. Puts a runner aboard here for Elena Love. Newsgirl up to 91 pitches. See how much of a leash she gets. That one's hit well, but foul. For a loud strike one.
That's outside.
Grounded to short. Ferrari is there. The throw is in time for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Ferrari, Slowitz, and Buns do it for the Retrievers.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 55.
Ball, that's low.
Grounded right to Sluggington in time for out number 1.
Now batting,
And the mojo up for Ilya Page. She is on fire.
14.
That's inside.
Into center field, but Longshanks tracks that one down for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 25.
And grounded up the middle, Elena Love in time for out number 3. And we're to the top of the 8th. Who wants game 4 here for the Season 9 Super Series? It hangs in the balance. Whitney comes off the bench here for the Super Series. Comes in for some day and gets himself a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 9.
Ball.
And that one's up the middle. That's a base hit. And it's 2 on, nobody out here for the Wildcats in the top of the 8th. And the pressure is all the way up.
The designated hitter, number 19.
And that will do it for Newsgirl. In comes Arthur Pennyfold in relief.
No, inside.
Surprised it's not Watsky. We saw him have pretty good success there in game 3. But they go to Pennyfold. Inheriting 2 on, nobody out. 2-2 the count to Jackson Moore the 4th.
Ball high.
That one misses, full count.
Take your base.
And that is ball 4. The bases are loaded. The go-ahead run 90 feet away, and Joshua Durr comes to the plate. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Fouled off, a 1-2 count to Durr. Swing and a miss! A huge strikeout there, one away.
The first baseman, number 25.
Bash Sluggington comes to the plate now, 0 for 3 here in game 4. Takes a first pitch strike. That one's grounded under the glove, and that will score a run. The Wildcats take the lead 1-0 off an RBI single from Bash Sluggington.
The left fielder, number 7.
That one right to Dickerson for out number 2.
The center fielder,
And brings up Henry Longshanks, but the base is still loaded. McSorley just can't quite get the fielding down. Oh, a tough dive. It stays in front of McHenry. Flipped on in time. He beats it out. It's another RBI.
the catcher,
Longshanks beats it out, and it's 2-0. That one's hit into right at the wall, and that's going to be caught by Slowitz for out number 3. So the Wildcats put up 2 in the top of the 8th, and we go bottom half, and it's 5-6-7 to up for the Retrievers.
number 47.
AC Milan now behind the plate. Whitney now at 3rd. And an on-fire Ilya Page to start off the bottom of the 8th. That one's floated into right, and that one's down. The first hit of the game for the Retrievers. Nunez breaks up the no-hitter in the top of the 8th.
Fielder, number 38.
And that one's into the gap. That's going to roll the wall. That might score a run. No, Nunez is too slow. He's going to stay put at third.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 40.
No.
So just like that, 2 in scoring position now for Dickerson. And a chance to tie game 4 here in just a blink of the eye. And that one will do it. That's going to get off the base of the wall. Dickerson with a 2 RBI double, and we're tied 2-2.
Now batting, the third baseman. Now pitching, number 21.
And now the winning run is going to be, oh no, it's thrown into left field. The runner was going to be out by a mile, but instead it's thrown into left, and now the go-ahead run is 90 feet away for the Retrievers, and it's Trace McSorley. Bush Sluggett will throw home, and they're going to get the runner in a rundown.
He's out.
Now batting, the catcher, number 37.
And Sirius comes into the game in for relief here in a high-pressure situation in the bottom of the 8th.
Hey.
0-2 the count to Honey Bear. Runner going, it's fouled off. Up the middle, off the mound, Love to Bash, and Bash to Sluggington for a double play, and we're going to the top of the 9th, tied up at 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number
This is more like it.
No. Inside.
I thought the throw into left field on the catch stealing attempt was going to score the run, but luckily Jimbo backed it up nicely, and that is a lead-off double for the Wildcats to start off the top of the 9th.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So Elena Love in scoring position,
No. That's high.
and it's Whitney at the plate.
No. That's low. No. That's high.
3-1 to Knee,
Take your base.
and they end up walking Knee.
Now batting, the
So
second
2 on, nobody out. I've got to assume, nope, they don't pull Pennyfold, and he's tense. Now facing the top of the Wildcats order here in the top of the 9th. That one's hit into right, but tracked down by Slowitz for out number 1, and no one's able to tag up.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 19.
Mojo boost for Pennyfold. He's back to neutral. Jackson Moore the 4th, 0 for 3 here.
No. High.
1-1 the count, the pressure all the way up.
Ball. That's inside. Deep right.
That's strike 2, 2-2 the count.
Foul ball.
Fouled off by Moore, staying alive. Oh. Big hit, but foul.
Slow.
That one misses, full count. Swing and a miss!
Now batting, the right
2 down, Joshua Durr to the plate. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 9th.
Ball. That's low.
Doesn't chase, 2-1 the count. And fouled back, 2-2, runners will go.
That's low.
In the dirt, runners will definitely go. Grounded a second, Dickerson's there, the throw is in time for out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Retrievers with a chance to walk it off. It's the top of the order due up.
now batting, the first baseman, number
And they break through on Sirius here early in his relief stint. Nick Henry 0 for 3 here in game 4. Grounds it to short. Love is there in time for out number 1.
now batting, the
2-0 to Sammy Ferrari. And pops it up into left. Bobby Jimbo is under it. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. And Maggie Slowitz, the last hope for the Retrievers before jumping into extra innings here.
Inside.
1-1, the count. Sirius locked in now through an inning in 2/3 of relief. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Came in, activates for Sirius. That one's hit. Oh, Bash makes the short hop to make the catch for out number 3. And we're going to extra innings. Tied up 2 apiece here in game 4. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Wildcats. Pennyfold will get pulled in favor of Drags McGee. First time we've seen McGee here in the Super Series. Popped up left field, and Ferrari is there for out number 1. Jimbo into right, but not quite deep enough, as Slowitz will make the catch on the track for out number 2. 0-2 here to Longshanks. Swing and a miss. Retrievers have another opportunity to walk it off. 4, 5, 6 due up for them here in the bottom of the 10th. And it's Barry Buns to lead things off. Could really use that home run he hit late in game 3 right here, right now. Facing off against a locked-in Sirius. 1-2, that activates Tough Out and came in here. Doesn't chase, 2-2. Swing and a miss! Sirius with the strikeout, one away.
No, that's high. Ball, that's up.
3-1 the count here to Nunez, and he'll take a walk. Winning run on base now for the Retrievers. Dale Blanco Jr. to the plate. Not a lot of speed on Nunez, though. And he's staying in the game, no pinch runner. Don't know what kind of speed the Retrievers have on their bench. That one's a floater and foul. Caught in foul territory by Sluggington. Can't double him up. It was close because the runner had to at least take off from first because it might have fallen in fair territory. Runner's going for second. The throw is not in time. And the winning run in scoring position now for Barbara Dickerson, who has an RBI 2, a 2 RBI double. Came in, activated for Sirius. Fouled back. Swing and a miss. We're going to the 11th. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Wildcats.
Number 17.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout there for McGee, one away. He's got 2 in relief so far. Elena Love, 2 for 4 here in game 4. And she's up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. And here's Whitney, his third plate appearance, I should say. Single and a walk so far for the long-time Wildcat veteran. Lined that one softly to McSorley for out number 2 and brings us back to the top of the order. Sandy Bash. Tints 1 for 4 here. Single and a walk so far. Swing and miss, 1-2. Runner's going the throw to first. Gets over to second in time. They'll catch the runner in a rundown. And we'll go to the bottom of the 12th. Retrievers with another opportunity. 8-9-1 due up for them here.
Ball, that's low. Ball, that's outside.
That one's going to be through. That's a leadoff base hit for Trace McSorley. Honey Bear gets pulled in favor of French Tater.
No, high.
Oh yeah, let's remember the defensive change from a while ago. It's no longer someday behind the plate.
No, that's inside.
And that arm differential doesn't matter as McSorley is thrown out, trying to steal second. And it's a 2-2 count now to French Tater. And French Tater into left. Back it goes. That one is gone. And we'll see you tomorrow night for a maximum of 3 games. We're tied up at 2 apiece. French Tater with the walk-off tater to send us to a Wednesday night tied up at 2 apiece. Wildcats double up the Retrievers in hits but lose the game 3-2. 10 strikeouts for the Wildcats in this one. Lena Love went 3 for 5 here. Joshua Durr 2 for 5. And just almost nothing. No multi-hit person for the Retrievers. French Tater pinch hitting. Ilya Page went 7 innings of no-hit baseball, but then the 8th inning, she finally got beaten up, but still had a great stat line. Went 7, 2 earned runs, and 4 Ks. No decision for Newsgirl as well. 7 innings for her as well. 2 earned, 6 Ks. Win goes to McGee, and loss goes to Sirius. So Sirius has had all 3 decisions. He won game 3, lost game 4. Had a save in, I guess, game 1 that would have to have been in. And all of a sudden, tomorrow night is now just a best of 3. Newsgirl, Ilya Page, and of course, French Tater to wrap up the MVP board. Well, that will do it for us tonight. All to have ourselves a 2-2 series going into Game 5. Thank you all for tuning in with me tonight. It's been a good one. And be sure to join in tomorrow night, same time, same place, as we will crown a champion here in the SSBL for Season 9. But until next time, everyone, have a good night, and I'll see you all next time.